In the lead up to this Errol Spence Mikey Garcia fight, a lot of people saw it as a battle of size versus skill. Now, after the fight, I've seen a lot of people say that size had nothing to do with it. Errol Spence proved a lot of people wrong and showed that he was actually the more skillful fighter in there, far more skillful than Mikey Garcia. This is what I've seen a lot of people saying, that size played absolutely no part in his victory. I think that is an absolute load of rubbish. I think size played an enormous part in Errol Spence's victory. Errol Spence has skills. Let's not get it twisted at all. He's always had skills. He's always had boxing skills. Again, I mentioned the Leonard Bundu fight in my post-fight review. So he's always had boxing skills, but when you combine that with his size, it was going to be too much it proved to be too much for Mikey Garcia. Now, where did size play a part? Apart from in the second half of the fight, of course, where he was on the inside, physically bullying Mikey Garcia, up close. Even in the first half of the fight, it played a part. Let's say you take Vladimir Klitschko at 6'6", and you reduce his body mass. So imagine a 175-pound version of Klitschko, 6'6", 175 pounds, fighting exactly the way Klitschko fights, the same technique, everything the same. Just reducing the body mass, you're obviously reducing the power and the strength, etc. when you do that. Is that guy going to be able to handle the heavyweights who Klitschko fought as easily when he weighs 175 pounds? And I'm talking about if he was naturally 175. Will he be able to handle the heavyweights that he fought as easily as he did when he was 250? The 250 version of Klitschko? Of course he wouldn't. Of course he wouldn't. His punches wouldn't be as powerful. He wouldn't be able to intimidate opponents with the lack of power, the lack of physical strength. And I'm talking about heavyweight opponents here. So if you take an Errol Spence, right, and create a lightweight version of Errol Spence, who's naturally a lightweight, the same height, same reach, just a lightweight, that is a person who Mikey Garcia wouldn't be so intimidated by his power. Mikey Garcia would probably be more willing to take chances and try different creative offensive strategies against somebody like that. But against the guy he was in with, who had the height and reach on him, but also had the physical strength, the punching power, and the punch resistance too. Because whenever Mikey Garcia did get close enough to let some shots go on Spence, they had absolutely no effect. Whereas if you had, a 135-pound version of Spence, okay, I'm not talking about a weight drain version, I'm talking about in an alternate universe, if Spence was only, the same height as he is now, but only 135 pounds, in all likelihood, he wouldn't be able to take the kind of punch that the 147-pound Spence can take. So Garcia's shots would have had an effect on him, and that would have changed the whole dynamic of the fight. So this narrative that size only matters in a fight when it's a physical fight and you're roughing each other up, no, that's a load of nonsense. Right? Size matters because do your punches have an effect on the bigger guy? And do the bigger guy's punches have an effect on you? If they can intimidate you sufficiently with the punching power, they can stop you from doing a lot of things offensively. And they can discourage you when you hit them and nothing happens. When you get them up close and they're just too strong, physically strong for you to manhandle, the way you would manhandle guys back down at your natural weight division. You see? So of course, size played a major part in the fight, but it wasn't just size. Errol Spence was underestimated by a lot of people in terms of his skill and ability, because again, people were surprised by the fact that he was boxing in the middle of the ring and using his height and reach. I guess they hadn't been paying attention or they'd never seen that side of his game before. So yeah, some people did underestimate him to a certain extent. But to say that size played no part in the victory is disingenuous. That's what that is. Of course, size played a part. It played a major part. Yeah. Size plays, they, as people keep saying, they have weight divisions for a reason. Yeah. Because the punching power, the punch resistance as you go up, your power is going to have less effect on the bigger guys, and their power is going to have more effect on you the higher you go up in the weight classes. So even if they're not leaning their body on you, when you hit them, nothing happens. When they hit you, you're intimidated or you're hurt. Do you understand? So yeah, just a short video about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's Hatman, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week. covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.